Hello everybody, today's video is going to be me ranking and discussing 2020 paint schemes. We are very close to Daytona. The off season is almost over. It's very exciting, and when the season almost starts, it's almost about to start, you know what that means. Paint scheme reveals. And boy do we got a lot of paint schemes for this year. So I'm just gonna say that I might not know every single driver or team or whatever, so I'm sorry if I don't, because it might be like one-off drivers or whatever. So I'm gonna try my best. If I don't know, then I'll just say their number or whatever. But anyways, don't want to waste too much time because we got a lot of paint schemes to rank. So let's get started. So for our first paint scheme, we have the 68 of, I believe, Clay Greenfield. Um, it's just a solid blue truck, so I mean, it's a nice blue. If I was to give it rank it out of 10, I would rank it in terms of design, I'd give it like a 1. In terms of color, I would give it like a 10 because I love blue. In terms of overall, it's probably like a 3. I mean, it's literally nothing to it. It's just blue and then a white 68. That's basically it. So that's the first paint scheme so far. For the second paint scheme, we have Kyle Busch's Skittles Dips car. So I don't know how to I don't know how to feel about this paint scheme because like I love that it's something different besides just red and the Skittles logo. But and that's a huge but because this car in terms of unique and design, I would give it a probably 9 out of 10. But in terms of execution and actually likability, I'm gonna have to give it like a 6 because it just not great. It's like it just doesn't. I don't like it. It's all. I also give it overall rating. I say a 6 out of 10 maybe. It's just not. It's not. It's not good really, but it's not bad. It's just like meh. I mean, that's basically all there is to the paint scheme. Next, we have Kevin Harvick's Mobil 1 Ford. It's just it was the same as last year, just gray and then black. I don't think it had. I think the last year it had the red outlines. I believe. I'm not sure. I think it changed it a little bit differently this year. But for overall, I would probably say, 6 out of 10. It's it's like it's nothing really bad, but like it's just like it's just a plain black paint scheme with like the two like flames on the side, but like they're gray. There's like nothing to it. It's just a plain paint scheme. There's nothing that pops out. It's just black and gray. That's all it is. So yeah. Now sorry if I mispronounce this, but next we have Brad Keselowski's Pure Tech car. I think that's close to how you say it. Um, it's the same like type of paint scheme that Penske always has, but they change up the colors when they have a new sponsor. But I kind of like it, but I don't at the same time. It's not bad. I mean, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's just I think what kills it is that it's the same design that Penske always has with their paint schemes. I mean, I feel like if they had like a different design, the paint scheme would not only be better, but it would stand out more. But since it's just a typical Penske design, it's just like whatever. But in terms of like the colors they used, I like it a lot. The rims kind of bother me because I just don't like yellow rims, but I understand why they're there because half the paint scheme's yellow, so I can understand that. So overall, I give it a 6.5 out of 10. Next, we have Alex Bowman's, I think it's a Lumar car or something like that, and it's just at first it's like ooh, and then you realize what the fuck is wrong with the number? Why the hell is the number blue? Like, what? That makes no sense. That's out of nowhere. And it just looks garbage. That's horrible. Like, the design is not even that bad. And then you just slap a out of nowhere blue number on the car? Like, what? Where else on this car do you see blue? I might not be familiar with the sponsor, but I don't think blue is part of the sponsor's color. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it is. So this blue is out of nowhere. It's ugly. I like blue, but with this paint scheme, it's just a big no. It's just why? Stop this. Stop this madness. Why are we doing this? If you were to make the number white, I'd give this paint scheme maybe a 6.5 out of 10 because it's plain, but I sort of like it. With that blue number, that drops down to a 3. That it just kills the paint scheme. It's so bad. It just kills it. It just kills it, and I hate the number, and I wish they would change it. Okay, after that Alex Bowman paint scheme, we move on to Ryan Blaney's Advanced Auto Parts paint scheme, and once again, it's the typical Penske design, but this is actually a little bit better than the Kozlowski paint scheme because I think this works so much better. The yellow, black, and red, that is a great combination of colors, and I'm going to give this overall 8 out of 10. Not too spectacular, but it's not bad nowhere at all. It's just right there, about average, maybe a little above average. It's nice, looks clean. It just stands out. If you look on the racetrack, and you will see that paint scheme, and you'll be like, oh yes, Advanced Auto Parts, because that is good. The tires, once again, don't like them because they're yellow, but I understand because that's part of the design. So that gives it a pass. Now we have Clint Bowyer's Mobil 1 paint scheme, and this is basically the same as Kevin Harvick's, except instead of gray, it's red. And I think I gave the Harvick paint scheme, a 6? I'm going to give this a 7, just because, well, there's actual color besides black and gray. There's color, it's red. So that actually makes it pop out a little bit more. Not really that much because basically like 95% of the paint scheme's black. But at least there's actual color besides like gray, black, or white. There's actual color now. And I like that. It's just not it's just about average. It's just like not really that good, but it's not bad. It's just like decent. It's just decent. Now we have Quinn Houff, however you say his name, in the 00. Looks a little bit similar to was it last year's paint scheme, but they changed it up a little bit, and I don't know how. I know how, but I can't believe that this team could just always make good paint schemes. Like this is like a 9 out of 10. Not perfect, but it's pretty dang good. Like this paint scheme's hot. Okay, it's that I like when a yellow car stands out a lot, and then you have the shading with the black, gray, and white, and the lines and all that. It's unique, different, and my God, it's amazing. It's really good. I mean, there's all much to it. It's just good. It's nothing wrong. There's nothing to complain about, you know? Now we have this 11 truck. I do not know who the heck drives it. I must have missed something. So, going by the design, it's kind of hard to see. I like the green, though. The green and black works really well. In terms of design, there's just like that line on the side of the truck that goes down, and then like a little bit of white. Pretty. Is that some shading on the bed of the truck? That's pretty good. But a 6 out of 10 maybe. It's just I like how it stands out, but there's just not much to it. It's just not much to it. And then the hood, it's so I don't even know what is on the hood. It's just, is that a logo? What is that? I am confused. But Yeah, 6 out of 10. Now we have Eric Jones Stanley Car. I don't think this is the same as last year. I felt like it was, but I don't think it is. It could be. It might be. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter because I'm still gonna talk about it anyways. I like it. I like the yellow and the black and the gray. The design is pretty good. It's not plain, but it's not the best. Um, I don't know, just the hood logo. It's like I understand, but like just kind of plain. But I mean, I guess they can't really do anything about that, so I can't really judge them for that. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. It's not. It's good, not great, not meh. It's good. It's just good. I like it. You know, when I see it on the racetrack, I'm not gonna complain at all. Now we have Matt DiBenedetto's 21 Menards paint scheme. Or, well, it's Menards on the side. Alright, Maytag is on the hood. Okay. Basically the same as I think it's like Ryan Blaney and Menard had the same type of paint scheme design last year. It's basically the same thing. And I'll be honest, the design ain't bad. And then just like the black number, it's like, why black? I mean, could have gone white with a black outline. That probably would have been a lot better. Because the black number kind of kills it. Um, 6 out of 10. Um, it's kind of hard to just grade these on a spot because like my opinions might change later in the season or whatever, but it's just it's a meh. I mean, at best, maybe not at best, but at worst, I would say it's a meh. Moving to the ARCA side for a minute, we have Haley Dingens' number 4 car, and I just now, well, not now, but I just realized that the splitters are like ginormous for whatever reason. I don't think they had that last year. Maybe they did, but that's just enormous. But the actual paint scheme is literally just a Kurt Busch paint scheme, but with Ford Performance on the side and IK9. That's basically it's just black. So I mean, that's like a 4 or 5 out of 10. It's just plain with a logo on it. Like anybody could do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty not. It's not bad. It's just like it's so plain that you can't really give it a high score because like it's not bad, but it's just so incredibly plain and like nothing to it. Like when you look on the racetrack, that car is not going to stand out at all. It's not. So I mean, 4 out of 5 out of 10. Now we have the 44 of, let's see, what's his name? How do you pronounce that? Marines? I don't know. But yeah, that's that's not really a good paint scheme. It's it's just not. It's like it's not bad. It's about a 5 out of 10. It works, but like it's just not good. I mean, it's just like half the car is gray, and then you got some blue shading, and then it's just black. Like anybody could do that, or like it's just not much to it. I mean, that's all I got. I mean, like just I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the logos though on the side on the hood though. At least that looks pretty good. But yeah, 5 out of 10. Now we have the 15. I forgot who this was. Was it Ty Majeski? I don't think it was. I don't know. Maybe it was. But the 15 truck, 15 Ford Performance truck, I actually really like. I like the blue. I like the way the truck is. It's not gloss. It's like a mate or metallic or mate. I think is what do you call it. But it looks really nice. I like red, white, and blue. Always looks nice on a car or truck, I should say. And the design, it's pretty solid. So I mean, 8 out of 10. I'll give it maybe 7.5, and it might be a little bit too much blue, but I don't think so. But 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Now we have the 21 of I believe it's Myatt Snider. I think it's how you say it. I think that's who it was that announced this, or was it him? I know Kyle Riley used to drive this, I think, or I don't know. I forgot. I completely forgot who it was. My bad. But we're judging the car, so it doesn't matter. That yeah, that's I don't know how to explain this. It's I don't know. It just doesn't. It, it's not. It's not good, but it's not bad. It's like in the middle, but it's kind of plain. But at the same time, there is a design, but design's not that great. 5.5 out of 10, maybe 6. It's just meh, 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 meh. Now we have the 16 truck of Austin Hill. I believe is returning. Yeah, I believe so. It's the same. I think it's the same as last year. I don't really see any difference, but if there is, I can't see it, but I like it. It ain't much of a design, but I do like the blue and the white together. You can kind of see like the outlines of like a lighter blue and then a darker blue around the truck. So I mean, it's not. It's okay. Probably 7 out of 10. Like I like it, but in terms of like overall like design and all that, it's not great. But it will stand out. That is a bright blue and a white car, so that should really stand out on the racetrack. Now we have the 41 of Cole Custer, literally the same thing as Darren Schwartz's paint scheme last year. I'm gonna give it a 8.5 out of 10. I liked it last year. I like it this year. I like the black, and then the shading into the black. Oh no, I like the red shading into the black. With it's a unique design with like the black, not the black, the gray and the red on the side. I don't know what I would call it, but I like it a lot, and yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Now we have Chase Elliott's number 9 Napa car. Don't see any difference from last year, at least not that I see any, besides the unique first logo. It's okay. 7.5 out of 10. It's good, but it's not that great. It's a lot of white. Like I feel like a Napa car should be more like blue and yellow instead of blue and white. You know what I mean? But still looks good. But just would have preferred more of a blue and yellow combination. Now we have the 42 and the 77 of Kyle Larson and Chastain. The Advent Health car. These things are fucking hot, okay? These things are sexy. I love these. These cars are so incredibly good. Like, these are contenders for best paint schemes of the year. They are so good. Like, it's just so weird how they're good, though. Like, I first saw it, I was, like, confused, but then, like, immediately started liking it for some reason. These things are so good. I can't, like, I just love the blue, the different types of blue they have, and then the design on the side got the red, the orange, and the green with the darker blue, the light blue, and then is that like a dark turquoise, like the green and blue mixed together color? I don't know, but they look really good. I'm gonna give these 9.5 out of 10. They're not. They're almost perfect. They are almost perfect. I don't know how I would make it better, but they're not perfect though. I'm sorry, they're not perfect, but I don't know how to make them better. So, yeah, 9.5 out of 10. These things are amazing. Now we have the 6 of Ryan Newman, and damn, this car is hot, literally, because the flames on this car with the bacon on the side. Oh, it's so good. I could taste the bacon right now. This car is so good. I'm going to have to give this a 9.5 out of 10 as well, because it's so good. I can't explain. It's just, it work, like the color of Oscar Mayer and all that. It just works with the flames. It's so incredibly good. I can't explain why it's so good. It just is. I'm sorry if you don't like it because because you're missing out on just a amazing paint scheme. Now we have the 36 of, I believe, John Hunter Nemechek. Is that correct? Or he drives it? No, that's his David Reagan on the side of the car. Oh, that's right. This is his one-off race at Daytona. I believe he had the same paint scheme last year, or was that? No, it was Reagan, I believe. I like it. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. I've always liked this from Heat 4, playing it, and just seeing it on the racetrack. It's so good. The design is good. The colors are good. So, 9 out of 10. Now we have the regular 24 Exalta paint scheme of Brilliant Byron, and it's been the same since 2018, but that doesn't make it any bad or any worse than it has been in the past, because this paint scheme, the rendering doesn't show it on the racetrack as good. Well, I should put it as the rendering doesn't make it as look as good as it would on the racetrack, because like in person or like I draw pictures of the car instead of a rendering. This car is amazing. It looks so good. The blue is so good. The flames, it's so good. 9.5 out of 10, because I when I first saw this, I immediately, and I mean immediately, fell in love, because I just love the blue on this car. I love blue, my favorite color, and they got the blue just perfect on this paint scheme. It's just so good. Now we have the 22 Pennzoil car of Joe Logano. I think this has been kind of the same as it's been for the past few years. It's okay. If you actually look at it, you can see a design on it, surprisingly. So, I mean, I like the effort to put in design. It's just that it's all just yellow, so it's just so hard to see. You know what I mean? But, I give it maybe a 7 out of... No, 7.5. Like, if it turns out like the design, the effort to put on it, if you actually pay attention and look at it, it's pretty good. But it's just so much yellow that you can barely even see it, so that's kind of just bothering me, you know what I mean? And, you know, the yellow rims, we all know how that goes. And, yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Now we have the 88 Exalta of Alex Bowman. Same as it has been since 2018, but it's still really good. I give that 8, maybe 8.5 out of 10. Not as good as Byron's Exalta car, but it's still really good. I like the design and the colors they used on it, so yeah, it's just 8 out of 10, really nice. Now we have the 12 Dex Imaging or Imaging of Ryan Blaney. Once again, the typical Penske design, but this thing stands out a lot. Looks really good. The white and black and red is probably like the best color combination in my opinion, because it's just a bright red, white, and then a black outline. It just looks really good. So I give it an 8 out of 10 because it stands out. It looks really nice, but you know, it's just the same design they've been using for Penske since like what, 2010? I think it's 2010, maybe 2011, when like Sam Horn Jr. Kurt Busch was driving it. So ever since, we're using the same design on multiple different paint schemes for different drivers. Now we have Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Hellman's car, I believe, for Homestead. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but this thing's fucking ugly. It's pretty ugly. I'm sorry. It's bad. It's extremely bad. I can't. It's just bad. Like, where the heck is the design on this thing? It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Where's the design on the paint scheme? Like, was it just like, was everybody lazy to be like, you know what? Let's just run like a typical back marker paint scheme, just have it be plain. Oh, that's right, I forgot the little ribbon on the side. Yeah, I'm not counting that. It's just like, what is that? What's the purpose of the ribbon on the side? I'm confused. Ah, yes, the logo might have a ribbon, so maybe that's it. But that's still just really bad. Like, it's just the shading of the yellow and the blue number. Just no, stop it. It's time to stop. Just stop it. Now we have Chase Elliott's Mountain Dew Zero Sugar car, and my god, this thing is so hot. It's so good. This is a 9.5 out of 10. I love this paint scheme so much. I love how the side of the car and design and the green just glows like it's a glow stick on the black paint scheme. So good. 9.5 out of 10. Now we have the winning paint scheme on the Twitter vote that Ryan Newman, Oscar Mayer, and Ross Fenner Racing had. And I'm sorry, but this thing's fucking ugly. It's bad. It's bad. Why did this win? Why didn't design number 1? Why did design 3 win? This was like the worst paint scheme out of all 3 of them. It's so bad. It's so bad. Why did this win? I'm sorry. I like the uniqueness and the design in a way that I can appreciate it, but It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, why? What? Like, what's going on in the right rear? Like, why you got all the ketchup and mustard splatter? Then he also just got the stripe down the like across. Like, what? I don't understand what's happening here. It's so bad. I just can't. Now, after that disaster, we move on to the 32 Corla Joy Pala Casino car. It's plain, but I like the shading though. It goes from like what's that, like a orange red to like a dark orange red to an even darker orange red to black, and I like that. I like the shading. 7 out of 10. I like the way the logo looks on the car, and the numbers stand out. 7 out of 10. It's okay. That's about it. Now we have the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. and it's okay. That's about it. I don't like the way like next to the number it's like red and they got that little thing that curves in or whatever right behind the number and it's black. It's just the first like half of the car looks good and then right after the number I kind of just don't like it. I mean, I it's okay. 7 out of 10. It's just okay. It's okay. That's all I got. Now we got the 37 of 37. Ryan Preece, that's right. He switched from the 47 37. It's kind of hard to see the design, but it looks pretty good. I'm not a fan of the white logo on the hood, but I do like the design. There's a lot going on, and I'd appreciate that. So I give that a 8.5 out of 10. Now we have the number 12 body armor of Ryan Blaney. It's okay. It's weird, the logo on the top. It's just kind of white and then red around it. And then the yellow streak on the side. But it works, to be honest with you. So, 7 out of 10. Now we have the 32 again. The Skeletor Systems paint scheme. I know for a fact I said that badly. But, I like the flames. It's, orange. And then you get the black and gray flames with the red flames. I like it. It's different flames than we normally see on the race car. It actually works really well, and that's about it. It's 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. Now we have Chris Buescher's number 17, and it's pretty plain in a way. The design, it's good and it's not good. I like it's just okay. It's okay. I give it about a 7.5 or 7 out of 10. We have the 98 highpoint.com of Chase Briscoe. I really liked it. I like the blue and the black outline and then the white base. Really good. I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10 because there's a lot of white and it's not really that insane of a design, but it works really well. We have the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And at first, I hated this paint scheme. But then I actually saw rendering. You're probably looking at right now. And the detail on this paint scheme is so amazing that I just instantly like it. I'm going to give this probably a 9 out of 10. Because just the way the car is unwrapping just looks amazing. Now we have Newman's Castrol car. It's okay. The design is kind of weird, but it works surprisingly. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10, maybe an 8. We have the 95 of Christopher Bell, same paint scheme as Matt DiBenedetto had last year, but it's still good. 8 out of 10. I like it. I always have. We have the 3 of Austin Dillon, Tracker Off-Road, Bass Pro Shops car. It's a throwback to Dale Earnhardt Sr. I would like it in a weird way, but I do like it, so I'll give it about a 8 out of 10, maybe a 7.5. Now we have the 30 of John Hunter Nemechek, I believe, yes, and I'll be honest, it would have been better without the flames at the end of the car. I really just don't like this. It's not ugly, but it's bad. It's like about a 4.5 out of 10 because, why do you wait so long towards the end of the paint scheme to finally add the flames? Where the flames are so tiny. Why are they so tiny? Like, if you're gonna have flames on the car, you shouldn't have them be like so small, or there'd be no point to them. It's just like it's like little streamers at the end or whatever it's called or whatever. But like if you had a car that's all green, it wouldn't be. It would be about a 4 out of 10, but at least it'd just be a plain paint scheme that like makes sense. But then you just got like these flames that like are so small and like so far behind a car. Like nobody's gonna really see that compared to if you had them like in front of the number or like just right behind the number. Like what are we doing here? Now I think this is one of two Michael Annette's pilot cars. We have the one with the front, the yellow front with the, and then also the red hood as well. But this paint scheme is it's kind of bad. It's probably like a 5 out of 10, maybe a 4.5, because like what are you doing here? Like if you just made like the front all red and had like the design on the side, that'd probably make it to like a 6, maybe 6.5 out of 10. But like, why is like half the front just yellow? Like I'm confused. Like what are they going for here? Like would they have killed them to have it just be all red? You know what I mean? Like why is it just yellow? Like that's just really weird and bizarre to me. We have the 38 of, I believe, John Hunter Nemechek again. This set guard heavy duty engine oil car. I know I didn't have to say all the whole sponsor's name, but I did anyways. It's the side logo is kind of weird, but I think with the design I like it though, because I can't see the front, but judging by the side, I like it. It's weird, but I think it works, and that's why I like it. If it didn't work, I don't think I would like this paint scheme at all. But it works. I like it. I give it a 7 out of 10. Now we have Michael Annette's other pilot paint scheme. I don't know what it says on the hood, but I'm assuming why it's different because of the hood sponsor. But looking at this car, it's better than the other one, but not by much. I think the side of the car, like you have the red stripe, like then it separates the white and the red, and then you just got that. I don't know what they're doing on the red or on the side of the car, but and then like you just look like towards like the very back, it's just like what's going on there? Like why it's just like I'm so confused. Like you get the black stripe, but like you have like the red going over it, but like it's weird. I'm confused. It's not. It's confusing. Like this is about a 5.5 out of 10, maybe a 6, because the red and the white and the black, like I said, is like one of the best color combinations. But if you can't execute it well, then you might as well just get rid of it or just give up, because like it just. And then the black number, like I know I have to, because like half the car is white, but like I don't like the black number. Now we have the 34 car of Michael McDowell. Same paint scheme has been for like, what, 3 years now? Maybe 4 years? And doesn't mean it's bad. I like the paint scheme. It's pretty solid. The design, I like it. And probably 7.5 out of 10, because it's plain, but it works. I like the numbers, the colors that are with the sponsor. I like the design have, where it's like, get the red and it got the yellow and the orange kind of going along with the red. I like that. So 7.5 out of 10. Now here's the one that almost everybody's been waiting for me to rank, if I had to guess, and it's the 48 of Jimmie Johnson. And I'm just gonna say it. This thing is fucking hot. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I saw this, I was like, that's kind of weird. Then, like, a couple minutes later, I looked at it, like, actual photo of it, besides, like, the render. When they first showed us the paint scheme was a render, but when they showed us the actual picture of the car, the thing just blew me away. It's weird. It's a black base, but the way the pink and the purple just stand out so incredibly well. It's just so amazing. I can't the thing that kills this paint scheme, honestly, is just the hood logo. Like what is going on? Why is that still there? Why can't it just be the regular Ally logo? But no, we just gotta have these like extra lines for the logo or whatever. But besides that, oh my gosh, this is just a 9.5 out of 10. It's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. Now we have Joe Logano's Pennzoil car again, and this thing's even more plain than the previous one we talked about. Like the only thing you actually see on the car that I noticed is just like these little like bumps or whatever that's happening on the car. I don't know. It's weird. Like it just got worse. I completely forgot what I ranked the last one. So this might be ranked higher or lower. It's gonna be ranked pretty low. I'm giving like a 5.5, 5 out of 10. Like just the maybe even a 4.5 because like it would have been better if you just had a black outline on the number instead of a white. Like it just would have been better. But no, they have a white outline, which I think is not the best decision. Now we have the Cook's car of Ryan Newman, and this thing's ugly. It's fucking ugly. Get this off my screen. Why is this like? I can make a better paint scheme on Forza, and I have. Okay, if I wanted to just make a quick 5-minute paint scheme, that is what I would make. Okay, like anybody could do that, and like even then they messed it up. Like what is going on? Like there's like this black line on the A pillar or whatever it's called, but then like it doesn't go down to the side of the car. Like what? Like what's going on there? Like why is that there? That's not needed. That's disgusting. And then you got like the black half the number is black and half of it's on the black of the design, and it's just like what is going on? Like if you didn't want to have like white on white, maybe extend the black a little bit more so you can have it just be the all white number. But no, you have to make this monstrosity of a paint scheme that people don't want to look at. I mean, if you like this, that's you. But like, I hate it. Like this is like a 4 or 5, 4 out of 10, maybe even a 3 because they made such a simple paint scheme design and just completely fucked it up. I don't know how. Like what? How do you do that? It's so simple of a design and you still manage to mess it up. After that disaster that we just talked about, we have the 88 No-Co car for Alex Bowman. And at first I was like, ew, that's disgusting. Like that's horrible. Then like now I'm looking at it now I'm like, wait, that's not that bad. Because I was like, wait, that's just all black with a simple like yellow lines. Like that's just disgusting. Like why can we just get rid of that? But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, the design is still pretty bad. But I do like the black and gold mixed together though. I do like that. So I mean, and the number is not ugly. Like the number actually makes sense on this paint scheme. So I'll give it that. And probably a 6.5 out of 10, maybe a 6, because it's not much going on. I don't like the design, but I mean like it's not an eyesore, and it actually works. So I mean like at least it works. You know what I mean? It just works. Now we have Willie Byron's Daytona 500 car, and I cannot explain how good this paint scheme is. Okay, the rendering of this picture does not give it justice. You have to actually see the car there's a video of the car being painted, and the blue, my dear lord, the blue is so good. It's just the yellow and the orange is weird, but I like it in a weird way because it works and it's different and it's unique and it stands out. My god, this paint scheme stands out. I'm gonna have to give this. This is gonna be debatable. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm sorry. Like you guys will probably think this team is like way worse than some other paint schemes, but in my opinion, this is 10 out of 10. This is my favorite paint scheme that's been revealed so far this year, and I can't explain. I cannot wait to start seeing pictures of this car at the racetrack because I just love this paint scheme, and I'm so glad it exists. I'm just so happy that it exists. Now we have supposedly Daniel Suarez's 96 car for Gaunt Brothers Racing. I think that's the name of the team. And this picture, I probably even should be doing this one. This literally nothing. It's just black. You can't even see like any part of the car besides like the front. So I'm sure this probably is a design on the side, but judging by what I can see, I'm just gonna I'm gonna give it a ranking, okay, guys. But I don't know what the car looks like, so this is like just looking at the hood of the car. Okay, just think about it. It's just the hood of the car, and judging the hood of the car, it's a 2 out of 10 because it's just black. Okay, but remember, this is just the hood of the car. I don't see the rest of the paint scheme, so this could be an easy maybe 8 or 9 out of 10 if I could see the rest of the car, but I can't, so I'm giving it 2 out of 10 for now, and we'll see later on. Now we have the 32 again of Corey LaJoie for RagingBull.com. I'm going to be honest, I don't like this paint scheme in a way that was this the checker flag that's on this paint scheme ruins it. Like, if it would have just been, like, blue and then the white, I would give it maybe, like, a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. But I don't know why the flag is there. It's just RagingBull.com. I don't see the need for the checker flag. That's kind of pointless. So, I mean, that bumps it down to, like, a 5.5, 5 out of 10. But if you got rid of that, this would be, like, a 6.5 out of 7 out of 10. So, yeah. Now we have our last two paint schemes. I'm going to do the Gear Wrench one for Kurt Busch and then the Monster Energy one last. The Gear Wrench paint scheme for Kurt Busch is amazing. It's just amazing. This is a 9.5 out of 10 paint scheme because, one, it stands out. Two, the design is amazing. And three, it's amazing. And four, it's amazing. And five, it's amazing. The orange, I love the orange. Like, the orange is probably one of my favorite things about the part of this card was I like the way, like, it's, like, shining. Like, it's, like on the side, it's, like, a darker, but then, like, it kind of gets lighter on the front, but you could tell it's still the same type of orange. And then the design, oh, it's so good. This is a 9.5 out of 10. Then we go to Kurt Busch's Monster Energy car, literally the same as last year. Doesn't mean it's bad. In terms of just good looking car, it's about a 8 out of 10 average. Black looks nice, but in terms of design, it's about a 2, 3 out of 10 because it's just a black car with a green logo. That's about it. But yeah. Alright, that's I believe that's all the paint schemes I have to review or rank, and this is probably not all of them. Let's be honest here. There's always gonna be the 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 that I miss. But with all the paint schemes I have, that's all I got for today's video. This video is 43 minutes long. I said at the beginning, let's try to get this done as quick as possible. Here we are, 42 minutes later. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't expect. I knew it'd be long, but not 43 minutes long. But yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know for my channel. I don't know how to I don't know what I'm going to be doing now with the YouTube kids restricted videos and all that stuff that they have now. So I'll have to see. That's why that's really the reason why I cussed a lot in this video, is so I didn't have to restrict it to just kids, so that people could comment and all that in this video, because you know it's stupid. We have YouTube kids, but YouTube be like, no. But yeah, so I don't know what to do for the future of my channel. I'll continue the Crash compilations and Heat 4 content, but obviously the stuff I want to do more besides just those two. I will be doing race reactions. I will continue that, not every week, but I will do one. I'll do them throughout the year, not every race though, because a lot of races will probably be boring or not that good. I might do race reviews, maybe not every week, because there's no way I'll be able to actually commit to that. So I might do certain races, you know what I mean, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm lazy. Probably not going to happen. Sorry. But yeah, that's all I really got. So thanks for watching.